Test time! So yes, this is a different thing that I'm currently doing. I mean, and aside from the usual unboxing videos, I actually happened upon this very lovely PlayStation 3 that I got a while back. But I haven't actually been able to do a proper video recording of it, and I wanted to try and do it now. So while you're watching the sides and whatnot of the B-roll that I wanted to show you as well at the same time, we're gonna explore what this PlayStation 3 that I got from Japan is like, and we're gonna slowly find out what are some of the things that may be possible and may not be possible with it. Okay, so the first thing to highlight on this PlayStation 3 that I noticed is that yes, it is an NTSC-J unit, and yes, this is from Japan. But look at the right side of the corner over there. The model says CECHA00, which by all means would mean that this is actually the very first PlayStation ever released. It's basically a launch PlayStation, and if you want to know how that is a launch PlayStation, there are a few key things that you can actually find out from this. One of the things to find out if you do have a first gen launch model of the PS3 is that there are 4 USB ports. Then the next thing to find out is that there are 3 separate ports for basically memory cards. One is a compact flash memory card. Wait, is it even called that anymore? I don't remember what it's called anymore. I'm that old. Then you also have the SD and micro SD card ports, and also the Memory Stick Pro port that is no longer in use, as I remember. Unfortunately, there's supposed to also be a cover over here that guards these memory card ports, but yeah, unfortunately mine seems to be missing, but I'm okay, that's alright. Nothing to worry about. So now that I basically showed you these features that the PS3 should have for a 60GB launch model. I mean, I think it is a 60GB launch model. I haven't seen what's inside yet. I haven't turned it on yet. Now let's meet the candidates that can be used to basically test this out. Unboxing! Yeah, we still have an unboxing video going on over here actually. So, considering I'm taking this video in time with Euro 2020 is actually starting right now. Yes, I remember it is Euro 2020, although we are in 2021. We're actually going to unbox some football games, and we're going to go through all 3 generations. Now, supposedly if the 60GB launch model can do PS2 games, it means that yes, all these 3 titles should be able to work happily on the PS3. But first, let's do a bit of a history lesson, or just a bit of archiving that I wanted to do for a long time. Okay, to be fair, I should actually feature games that have at least UEFA or the Euro championship titles, but unfortunately I seem to only have FIFA titles at the moment. Okay, to be fair, also it's not that I don't have, but I just wanted to unbox FIFA World Cup titles from Japan, because Japan unit. So we'll see how that goes later. So let's start with FIFA Road to World Cup 1998. One of the games that I actually grew up with. Yeah, I actually played this when I was a kid. Really not on the PS1 but on PC. So here's the front cover. So there's a few things I want to highlight here once you open the jewel case. First, we have the spine of the jewel case. Now, in order for a PS1 game to be complete, I mean to my understanding, it needs to have 3 things. One is a manual, the disc, and also the spine. Well, jewel case needs to be intact and actually properly, cared for as best as possible. So what you see over here is the spine. You can see the NTSC-J, or at the very least for Japan only, words at the top and bottom of the spine itself. Moving on, this is supposed to be the manual and the cover also at the same time. I think there may be a separate, some games may have a separate piece of paper that is the cover of the title itself, but I seem to only have the cover. So let's hope that this is actually considered complete in a way. I mean, to me it is complete. But yeah, you have the manual, and then on the right side is the info commercial flyer. Yeah, it was also interesting back then that EA published a Blizzard title for the PS1. Yep, I know. Well, manuals are manuals. There's controls, there's menus, there's I'm guessing logos and explanations and whatnot. Let's see. These are some of the countries that are included in the game, I think. So you've got the AFC. Oh wait, if it's AFC, then yes, there we go. Malaysia's up there. Well, what do you know? Malaysia is included. And yes, as I remember back then, Malaysia was included as part of the countries that you can play in the World Cup 1998. Yeah, I know. Can you see the small little Malaysia flag in the middle right there? Yeah. I love my country. I am proud of it. Now, you already saw the disc when I opened the cover. But here's the one thing that I like about, PlayStation 1 games and disc back then. They are not what you think. They normally have a different color. So, as I remember, original ones basically come in black or blue, not purple. Purple disc is a different story altogether. And lastly, we have the back cover of the game, which, surprisingly, you can actually play this game up to 8 people at one time. Yep, no kidding. Well, if you remember back then, you can also use the Sony PS1 multi-tap to basically add on more players. So yeah, you can play with 8 people in the same room with 8 different controllers, if you happen to have them. Or not, you can just play, 1 to 2. One more thing that I would like to highlight on the PlayStation 1 games. Now, on the spine, what you see right now is the Japanese lettering of the FIFA Road to World Cup 1998. But for Japan, interestingly, it is bilingual. So you have one spine that says the letterings in Japanese, or katakana, kanji, all that stuff, and then the other side is actually English. And this is not the only title that does that. Actually, a whole lot of Japanese titles do this too. Now, moving on to the next game, we have World Soccer 2000 from Konami, which I think is basically another Pro Evo Soccer title or Winning 11 title. Yeah, so we have the manual on the left and also the disc on the right. Let's see the disc first. Voila, a blue DVD or purple DVD. Or if it's actually purple DVD, then the advertisers might have said something about this. Like what? Don't buy original but buy pirated stuff? Well, yeah. Weird. So manual seems to be highlighting on things like modes, controller compatibility, Let's see. Oh, interestingly, the usage of English is actually quite prevalent over here. You can see the save, load, delete, but there's also a small little Japanese lettering above it. I think I can use that to learn my Japanese. Yeah, if you want to find out menus and whatnot. Yeah. And lastly, the back cover of the game, which basically says you can play up to 2% at one time. I don't know if you can actually play more than that, but it doesn't mention, so can't say much. Although there is also the multi-tap on this thing, so I guess you can. And also the multi-tap image was also available on the manual earlier, so probably you can do more than that. And finally, FIFA World Cup 2010. Let's just do a very quick one for this one. Disc and manual and back cover. And yes, you can play up to 8 people online or 7 people immediately from the PS3. Just gotta have 7 controllers, the usual. So now we are on to test time. So we can see, okay, I can show you guys right now, aside from my PS4 up there, that there is a red light, meaning that it can be turned on. And I want to also show you one more thing. I've also taken the time to actually spin the PlayStation logo upwards because it kind of looks cooler this way. I mean, if I'm putting it standing up. So let's turn this on. There's a blue color, means there's a disc inside. Looks like it boots up well, and we see the first screen over here. Now let's get into the menu. So it seems that we know that there's a disc inside, and I mean, this being a Japanese set, everything should be in Japanese language, as you can see right now. So okay, so there seems to be Monster Hunter portable turd inside the disc, so never mind, we're gonna take that out and we're gonna try our own stuff. Now without further ado, let's try the PS1 disc, which I've already just put inside. Let's see if it reads it. And you can see me leaning to my left, talking to the microphone, and you can also see how messy my house is. The PlayStation logo. That's a nice view. So it seems okay. Just for a fun fact, every single PS3 can play PS1 games, but I believe it is still region locked. So whatever happens is that since this is a Japanese one, it should be able to play NTSC-J games. Should not be a problem. So skipping ahead. Yep, we've got FIFA 98 Road to World Cup. Sorry, FIFA. Okay, it's the same thing. Anyways. So unfortunately, this is all in Japanese, but that's fine, no issues. Now let's try and see if I can find Malaysia. There we go, Malaysia. And let's put that up. Wait, I've already done that. Okay, sorry. Let's go back a bit. Now I can choose the AFC country for the other side. Let's choose Indonesia. Do you want Indonesia? Yeah, let's do Indonesia. Okay, I'm gonna choose Malaysia, and we're gonna get straight to the game. So here's the list of Malaysian players. And yes, the last one does save Superman, yes. I expect that this being the Japanese version, it also has Japanese commentary as well, so it should be fine. Wow, so nice there. Malay Indon. Man, this really takes me back ages. It's also one of the easiest FIFA games I've ever played in my life, as I remember. Okay, ready? Let's go. It should be noted that I'm not using the analog stick because, you know, it's not possible. I mean, to be fair. Okay, I also want you guys to know that I actually really suck at playing football, so there we go. And alright, apologies for the sudden cutoff, but it seems that my previous clip ended it as such because, you know, memory ran out on my card. Sorry, memory ran out on my camera, so I had to basically restart this. So I've also done a bit of changes, like from earlier it was basically Japanese, and now we're on to checking if the PS2 disc can work on this one, because if it's a launch model it will and it's supposed to work. Now right now what you see is the PlayStation 2 format disc at the front, so it should mean that it should play easily, shouldn't have any problems. So what we're going to test right now is that the second game, which is World Soccer 2000. So let's do this. There we go, the PlayStation 2 logo. So it should be just fine. So I think the whole title of the actual game is called GQ World Soccer 2000. Immediately I can choose, you know, Malaysia as part of the Asia group. That's great. There we go, in I guess what would be called as 480p standard definition. You can see the players coming in and everything is in English. The Malaysian flag happily going against our other rival up north. Apparently I can skip this, so never mind. I'm gonna let this play out. Yep, this time at least I don't know whose name is who in Japanese characters. And let's do this. Oh, again, this is another title that doesn't use analog apparently. Oh, goodness sake. Oh yeah, I forgot this is actually... Yep, that's definitely a foul. My bad. Actually, I don't even know the controls for this game, so I'm like, just, you know, winging it. If they score a goal, I'm gonna stop playing. They did not score a goal, so I'm gonna try one. Yeah, what the hell am I doing? Probably should have tried controls or something like that. Oh wait, okay, that's better. Alright, that's better. What the hell? Ah, that's okay. This is gonna take too long. So let's go on to the oh wait, now this part of the game is actually English. Weird. Never mind then. So let's quit the game and then I'll try the 2010 FIFA World Cup instead. So what you saw earlier was 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa from Japan, but actually, hey, here's a good part, you can actually choose language, so you're free, you're not afraid to actually buy this anymore. Ha! Yes, you can choose your favorite team to represent, you know, the whole game itself. And yeah, this is Malaysia's ranking at the moment. I like the trivia that you get sometimes from the games, it depends on the country as well. And yes, another match between Malaysia and down south Singapore. You'd wonder if there was once a chance that we would actually be able to fight it once for the finals, for the World Cup, at the very least. Well, trying to get into the World Cup is already something on its own. Oh yeah, fun fact, they also play the anthems too. So I don't know if you can hear it or not, I mean it's quite soft right now. You're mainly just hearing what I'm actually talking. I'll let you guys enjoy this and watch how it is. And play ball, and where am I running? Oops, sorry, foul. Actually, even I didn't do that right. It should be noted that I really don't know how to play football games, so I do my best. Darn it, lost possession again. And it's a goal. Yeah, it's a goal. Sorry guys. Yeah, I suck at football games. So we're gonna end it right there. One of the things that got me curious was to find out like when was the last time this PlayStation 3 was used, and there's two ways to actually find out. Like you can actually figure out from the game data utility or the save data utility, but you know, I think with save data utility there may have been some tampering already. Like for example, I already have like this already inside, but I'm guessing the last time that it was used is basically 5th of April 2020 in Japan itself, I'm sure. And it seems that some of the games that were included that, you know, the person played before this was like Muso Orochi, Biohazard 6 and so on. But yeah, said person has not played a lot of games back then, so can't say much. But yeah, that seems to be like the last date that this thing was used before somehow I landed it, and yeah, it's actually very interesting. And there we have it, folks, the very end of the video. We've reached this very end of the video. I mean, it has been a very long one with me testing games and whatnot still. And I hope you guys enjoyed this whole test time thing that I wanted to work on for quite a while already, actually. I'm actually very pleased that I have a launch model PS3 that still works. And I probably will be keeping this for the time being because I like to use this for testing purposes as well. I mean, I like to test more of games that can be used and whatnot, like, you know, having a second device to test my PS3 games before I sell it is actually not a bad idea. So I figured I'll just keep this with me for the time being before I'm thinking of letting it go, although my current PS3 is actually something I would never let go, I think. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's it.